the GST regime, the track is being mandatory to file your returns. So whatever the GST filing related things we are doing only in the track accounting only. So we are not doing any development in our old DE accounts. So it is mandatory that everyone has to come to track. So the filing dates are being near. So it is like August 10th. So it's from August first week. So everybody will start filing, and we are also working to make a release by this weekend to give the filing app kind of thing. So people can start filing. So before that, everybody has to come to track account. Even few days back, we have sent you mails. So how you can do yourself, and so what are all the need. So what all the data will come. So the thing is, so you have to migrate. So we have sent you the mail. You just click the link. The tool will get download. And you can continue your accounting from there itself. So I will give you an overview. So what are all the features generally Track has, and so whatever the questions you are asking, I will be clarifying you in the online itself. So I expect your cooperation well. So you ask more questions, because I feel this session should be like so much interactive than uh, so giving like a training, online training. So whatever the doubts you are asking, so in the track migration, the benefits or impacts. So what will happen to the old accounting? So all those aspects. So I will be covering in the this thing. Okay. So I'm just giving a brief about track. So track is been developed from last 10 years, and it is a complete accounting package. So except our DE, all other products having this track accounting bundled. So more than 90% of GoFrugal customers are using this track accounting. So in DE also, almost more than 60-70% of customers are already using track. So whoever was there from DE5, very older version, for them only that old accounting was there and it was supported. So slowly we are also stopping the development, and so we are not making any enhancement and changes. So all the changes whatever we are doing in the track, and we have dedicated team of 4-5 members in the team alone for addressing all of your queries. Mm. So track is a name for a name given for trading and accounting. It is a complete accounting package with so all features whatever you needed, like reconciliation, so complete financial reports, end-to-end outstanding management, credit controls, all those things. So and it supports both double entry and single entry kind of a method. So whatever the way you feel better, you can make the entry. So both kind of interfaces are available, and we have also given a separate interface for bill-wise adjustment. Even without knowing the debit credit concept, people can make the bill-wise adjustment and all. So those kind of features and all we are supporting. Uh, Similarly, check management also, maybe in old accounting, even it was perceived like check operations were easier. It has not the feature like keeping the tracking system. So in this track we are having complete tracking features, like so when it is received, when it is deposited, how much time it is bounced, when it is cleared. So all the controls were there. So you can manage the check operations, check printing, check counter file, book. So all those things you can manage it in the most advanced way. So it will be very easy, and it will be complete secured one in your banking things. So in banking also, So as per the recent and modern things, we are also supporting the wholesale banking concept. Like so, whatever the payments you are doing, you can do in the bulk way. And so it is sure like even in future developments like any payment gateway integration, or if you want to integrate with BIM or any UTI things, related things to receive the payment from customer, those are all will be taken care by in the track only. So, so it is mandatory that you have to come, and so you will enjoy more benefits. Similarly, so in bank also we are track is supporting bank payment advice kind of thing. Like so you can do payment in a bulk way, and you can prepare advice to the bank. So being issuing a single check, or even you can support the wholesale banking kind of concept, that you can upload the file into the net banking, and you can approve and give the payment. So those kind of advanced features are there in this accounting. So similarly, we have many small features to simplify you, like template maintenance. So the template maintenance is like mm, so repeated whatever the entries you are getting weekly once or monthly once, you will be doing some repeated entries. Those and all you can keep it as template, and you can simply map it. And we have memorandum vouchers. So memorandum vouchers are there. You can track the suspense entries, and so many kind of outstanding reports are there, and even outstanding controls like day wise control, limit wise control, so discount limit. So those kind of many features that aiming that you should have a better collection performance and controlled credit limit. Uh, so, uh, so old accounting software was well designed for the mind of having the complete credit control. So those all features here also we are supporting. Here also we are supporting. Here also we are supporting like discount limit, due date, check payment days control, auto debit note. So all those things we are also here also it is available. So even beyond that, you can also define some rule specifications. Like uh, we have a concept of a voucher rule. So the voucher rule you can define your own rule. So that is a very unique feature that our track alone is providing compared to any other accounting software. So that our voucher rule system supports. So it is a very unique feature. It is like you can define your own rule. Like so after this much days, you don't allow this kind of transaction, or if you are making this kind of payment entry, you block the entry. So user wise also you can provide like he cannot put more amount than this. He cannot get check more days than this. Like that, many kind of rule you can define your own thing. And there are many reports like so whatever the reports are needed for complete accounting, like profit and loss, balance sheet, even fund flow. So even in profit and loss, trend analysis reports are there. Even trial balance, trend analysis, multiple period you can analyze once. Um, cash and the fund flow analysis, so ratio analysis, all kind of reports. What is supported in the Tally and any other advanced accounting packages that is there here also. And we have one great benefit, great report like business projection. So it is designed for to project your business cash flow actually. So in next 3 months, how much? So what trend your sale is there, on what how much money you may need invest, or you may need to keep to make that business regularly. So those kind of reports are there, so that you can, if you configure it well as per your business thing, even for your expenses, collections. So all those things, if you configure well, you can use that report effectively. Like so, how much money you may need, cash flow you need. So those things are available. And if there is a, so whenever you log in the software, there is a screen called home page. So one in the from the home page itself, you can analyze your complete business projection. Uh, See, in a single screen, you will get the complete data of what are all the outstanding customer outstanding. What is my today's sales? So today's sales graph, today's sale graph. Similarly, many things. So in the home page itself, you will get a complete list of your outstandings, your supplier payables, so due date collected outstanding. So all those things you will get in the single home page. So that will be more comprehensive. You can get it from the reports home page, or even you can set it as a configuration like whenever you open the software, that page will be open to you. It is user specific, like super user alone it will display. Even whatever the thing you can configure to other users, that also you can do. And all of the statutory things we are supporting only in the track now. So GST filing. So similarly, like issuing the debit note and the credit note also blocked in our DE, because so debit note, credit note you cannot raise simply without any tax GST compliance things. So those things and all done in this accounting alone. Even filing will be supported only from track. So without track accounting, you cannot do the GST filing. So because the base engine is there in the track only. So beyond GST, TDS is also well supported. Normal TDS, like any expenses that you are making, or any payment you are making to the party, so that TDS you can deduct well in advance. The TDS filing forms are there. Form 16 is available. Form 24Q is available. So all those forms are supported in this track accounting. So similarly, without other than the statutory things, we have provided few features like you can plan your payments well. Like we have features like auto scheduled payment, pre-approval process. So auto scheduled payment, like you can set a reminder yourself. You can make like okay, I want to pay on this date on this kind of amount. So regularly repeated entries can be tracked there. So similarly, you can do a pre-approval. Like being a owner, you can pre-approve few payments or expenses payments. You can approve it. So your operator will pay that amount alone. So that kind of approval process and the pre-approval process also you can do. So even we have approval process. So if any entry is violating your principle, or if any entries, any transaction violating your business rule, so that will be kept to the authorization approval process. So once that approval is done, then only that entry will go to normal book. Otherwise, it will not get affected. So, so those kind of advanced control mechanism, payment planning. So those are all there in this accounting, and we have also supporting the cost center, budget control. So all those things, even approval process. So those kind of things are there in this accounting. So and so beyond this, you can also go for Tally if you want. So Tally integration is supported only with this D and track accounting. You can export the data into Tally even automatically. Daily once if you click without any effort, just whatever the entries you are made, it will be going there. So already it was well supported for VAT and all. So now for with GST we are working actually. Still it is not completed. GST related data also can be pushed to Tally. And so not only these features, so like whatever the things it will be coming in GST compliance related things or filing easiness. So all those they will be adapted only in this accounting. So continuous, as I said, as I was saying earlier, continuous development and improvements will be there in this alone. We have a comprehensive roadmap to address all of your queries. we have a dedicated team to support you on this. So continuous development will be there, sure. So that is the major of this thing. So so now what you have to do for coming to track is you should have the latest version supported. Means you just apply the latest version. You might have got one mail as a reminder from us. You just follow that and come to city. So you just say like I want to track, I want to migrate to track. So our people will connect or will guide you how to migrate to track, so that your data, only current year accounting data alone will be migrated to track. That's all you can simply use. We have also prepared many videos to you to how to use that kind of things and all. So by just referring it, you can use yourself. If you have any doubts, you can send a mail, or you can put in Chitty and all. Okay. So check the mail whatever we have sent you. It will guide you the other things. So these are all the things, basic things I wanted to say about this track migration. So overall, you should be coming immediately before this August first week, because August first week your filing will be started. So the filing things are supported only in this track. So don't delay further. You just follow that mail, reply to us if you have any doubts. So simply we can migrate it to the track accounting, and you can easily carry forward. So as I was saying in the starting, so this I wanted this meeting to be more interactive, like whatever the questions you are asking, so I will be clarifying in the track screen. So that will be better, I feel. Otherwise, so if I give simple training, maybe you may be understanding, or whatever the needed thing for you, it might not be addressed. So you better ask your questions well. We will be addressing, we will be clarifying you in the from the front of screen itself. So please put your question in the chat window. I'll be answering your through the software presentation. So maybe if you are seeing from mobile, there will be a, there will be a mark like a question mark. There will be an icon. You just click it and you type your questions. Your questions will be pink here, and we will answer your queries. So there are many questions. Maybe I will answer one by one. Uh, there is one thing. There is a first question like what are all the impacts after GST in the debit note? So debit note you have to raise with the GST breakup. So without GST you cannot raise debit note. So maybe generally what are the practices we had earlier? Uh, See, in pharma business, I have seen like we are giving the discount in the invoices. If the discount is, if the bill is not settled within that credit days or credit limit, that we have the habit of raising the debit note. So that was our business process earlier. So actually, that debit note value, whatever the way you have given us discount, is also is a added in your bill value. So that so if you give discount, it is a discount, and you don't want to calculate tax. But after, if you are getting in the name of any other for the discount without putting the tax, it will be an offense. So you have to raise debit note. So while raising the debit note, automatically GST will be calculated. So that also will be filed your GSTR1. So so there are 6 reasons for the debit notes and the credit notes as per the government specified. Maybe you can see, I will show you. So these are all the reasons that you can raise a sales return, or maybe you are seeing the screen, it seems. So these are all the reasons that you can raise debit note or credit note. So whatever the thing you are raising, that either it should be for the sales return or something, purchase return or discount, after sale discount, if you are reducing the discount or if you are giving the discount, you should raise the note. Or if there is any correction, or if there is any assessment or any other reason. So whatever the reasons, these are all the defined reasons that we have to file in the GSTR1. Either it is sales return or post-sale discount, correction in invoice, so finalization or so due to these reasons alone, you can file the debit note. So all these tracking are available in our accounting. So whenever you raise the debit note, 18% GST will be calculated. Even the 18% is not fixed, you can give yourself. So the GST will be calculated and that will be filed. So the debit note provision is available in this transaction debit note. So whenever you put the first the things will be asked. Maybe discount if you say. So once you choose the party, that party detail, so the tax detail will come. There are a few other questions. So there are few other questions like what will happen to the closing stock. The report to GST. See, the GSTR1 is not for the closing stock. For the closing stock reports, there is a separate filing called GSTR Tran 3, Tran 3A, and those things. So basically, you have to get a CTD, credit transfer document. So in this week release also, we are giving one report specifically like so what all the stocks was there on the 31st March. So who is the manufacturer, what is the purchase cost of that, so from which supplier you bought this. So those report we are giving in this week. That on that report you will be getting, so the whatever the needed you needed for the GSTR filing, the closing stock. So on that closing stock, the basic thing is if you are a manufacturer, you have to issue a credit transfer document. There is a concept called a CTD. So you have to issue the CTD to the customer if you are a manufacturer. Similarly, if you are a normal distributor, you have to get the CTD from your supplier. So the CTD and the GSTR Tran 3A, you have to file it. So actually, at the initial that these instructions, so this GSTR Tran 3A and this CTD process and all was introduced on the June 10th or something only. So even they have given 90 days time, then they extended to 180 days. Uh, so those filing also, so along with our filing application, so first phase we are doing this normal GSTR1, the GSTR2 kind of filing return process and all. So after that, in one phase, that GSTR Tran 3 closing stock filing also, we will be supporting you. A good question from someone like from Naresh Kumar. How to make the expenses entries. So what you have to do basically is you have to create a ledger with a SAC breakup, with this SAC detail. So if you are paying like okay, telephone expenses I am maintaining. So the critical thing what you have to do is in this GST tab, we have to mention the tax percentage generally. So what is the tax that it comes? So that the service expenses are coming in GST 18%. Under this SAC code, 6-digit SAC code, these two details you have to give while creating the ledger master. So that's all. This is enough. So now whenever you make a expenses entry through payment or something, so you will be prompting a separate window. Like if you are when you type this telephone expenses in ledger, so before that you should be enabling the switch to GST also. So this is the critical need in the accounting. So after you switch to that, then only your GST expenses can be made. So now I'm going the same thing. So I'm just choosing that same expenses ledger. So what I had done before is I just enabled the GST. And there is a configuration for making your GST live was so enable GST. So this is one more feature, like you can raise the you can make the sales and the purchase invoices from accounting itself. So instead of, if you don't want to maintain the inventory in detail, maybe in accounting alone, if you want to do the sales or purchase, so you can enable this option and you can simply raise the invoices that will be filed in your GSTR 1 and 2. So after enabled these configurations, so now whenever you make a payment, so the same payment entries I am making now. So telephone expenses I am making. So now after I put the amount, so this kind of separate window will be opened. So this is for the GST split up. So now you can choose the party, like if there is any provider or if you have the GST number of this Airtel and all, you can choose here and just to type the invoice number under the invoice date. So the net amount was what is there in the bill. So automatically whether it is interstate or local, so all those things will be splitted and this breakup will be calculated. So now whether if you are making it as a cash or if you are issuing the bank, that you can put in this credit entry, you just save it. So these entries are tracked for the GST expenses that will be coming in your GSTR2 filing. So this is the procedure for raising the expenses entry with the GST breakup. And if you want to raise the debit note, so in your for your debit note also, whenever you are raising the debit note, so if you have choose any customer, so this kind of entry will get open. So here, so with the tax thing, your debit note number, so debit note date, the reason whether it is what discount or whatever, or if it is item, you can mention the HSN code here. Give that GST percentage. So that's all. That this debit note, whatever you are raising, that will be configured here. So, so automatically the debit note will be processed and the tax collection and the tax ledgers will be splitted in this. Debit note. Debit note. Sure. So this is the process for debit note. So here you can choose the different ledger. The reason that you are raising for the debit note, just save it. This will get saved. Maybe this is our local testing data. I think few things are not configured properly. We will. There is a video for this. You can just watch it and you can do yourself. Yeah. Sir, few customers were saying in our questions like, so it is tough to follow our discussion. Uh, so whatever the questions you are typing, we have a track. So we will collect all the things in our, so all the questions will be noted and we will send you a reply to all of the customers to all the questions so that, so your queries will be answered from there itself. Necessary links or any chat video and all will be present there itself. We can go through the workflow. So few customers are asking like whether any version control. So you can always have a latest version. So from the software, you just click the right side corner updates button, so that your version will get updated automatically. So the mail also you might be getting. So from that mail you download it and proceed it. If there is any message says like you have some problematic entries, refer this file, and if the process is stopping, you just open the file what is there in the application path. There will be a file like mismatches.txt. So that file name also will display there itself. You open that file and whatever the problems was there in your data, that will be listed there, whether any bill is not posted properly, or if any party ledgers and outstanding ledgers are not mapped properly, those kind of details will be listed in that text file. So you just follow those process and those details will get cleared. Even if it says last year checks not cleared, last year check on the so the validations we have done, three validations, like if you have any last year check uncleared or any not deposited properly, or if you are not maintaining it, so those details we cannot bring here and we cannot continue with that itself due to some technical problems, or the data will not be maintained properly. So for those things we need to clear you from your old counting. So in the DE track process itself, that video is also explained. So from that video you can go through and you can know how to clarify those checks and you can continue your migration. So if you face any challenges in migration, with the screenshot under the steps whatever you have done, so you just send a mail to us, de-team@gofrugal.com. So your problem, maybe we will be connecting you and we will solve the problems, or we will guide you through mail itself. It is a very simple thing. So you can go there. So normally, maybe I will give you an overview. So maybe the questions are being repeated even in the discussion whatever I have given now. So how to switch to GST? So this in this screen it is switched. So normally you will have an option like settings switch to GST mode. So once you switched it, so you just restart the application and you go to this configuration and search the letter as GST. Enable this configuration, enable GST for debit note, credit note, sales, purchase and all. So after if these two things are done, you have switched to GST mode. So what is the primary thing you need to do is maybe whatever the expenses entry you are making, for those expenses entry, you just mention this detail, basic detail like the expenses SAC code under the tax percentage. So once doing these two things alone is enough. So whenever you do the expenses, that detail will be get prompt to you. And similarly, for raising the debit note and the credit note also, so the tax will be calculated in this. So your tax will be that separate printout will come. From that you can do the filing. So to switch the GST, what you have to do is settings, switch it to GST. A menu will be there. Once it is enabled, the menu will not come. So in this in my screen, it is not coming. So once you enabled it, it will come. And enable this configuration. Enable GST for the debit note, credit note, and all those things. So once you enabled this, that is enough. So many, you keep typing your questions. We are receiving many questions. So all of your questions we will be consolidating and we will be sending the answers by today itself. So anyhow, I will give you an overview like how you should do your payment and what is the banking process and all. So as usual, like so however was there in our previous accounting, this also many interfaces are given in simple way itself. What the ledger, even there are questions like whether all the transactions will come in this kind of questions. So once you do this migration only for current accounting, your complete accounting, whatever you have entered in your old accounting, that will be migrated here. So not only opening balances, with the transaction, with the current bank balance, current pending checks, uncleared checks, deposited checks, all those details will be migrated to this new accounting. So you can simply continue. So maybe migration will not take even more than 15 to 20 minutes. So just to complete that step, after that you can simply carry your transaction in this also without any trouble. So in this, all the bank, whatever the ledgers you are keeping for expenses, bank or capital investment, loans and advances, all those details will be available in this. Even customer supplier data, all those details will be available in this ledger master. So if you have any banking like HDFC Bank or ICICI Bank, whatever bank was there, that will be migrated here. So in this data, it is not there. If we want to make any changes, like so giving this GST breakup, or if you want to give any alias code, or any tedious related things, if you need to map, so you need to put in this ledger master. Even for customer and supplier, you can make these things. So after just a migration, you just to come the screen and watch one by one what all the fields are there. So many new fields or many new features like are there. Like so this is for the cost center maintenance or to mark the interest rate. So this rate of interest column is there. So one by one, if you go once, so why this is there, why it is made. This is for this web order process. This is the commission default payment mode, collection day. So this kind of many parameters are available. So if you go one by one, you will be understanding well, and you can easily manage yourself. So this is the ledger master. So complete whatever the ledgers are available, customers, suppliers, bank ledgers, expenses ledgers, capital investment, all those ledgers will be available here. For even if you want to create any new expenses or bank accounting or something, you can create in this ledger master itself. Similarly, we have a checkbook master. So there you can keep the checkbooks. Just to create a ledger master for banking. So I can keep a checkbook. So whenever you are issuing a payment, it will be generated. The check will be generated from this checkbook itself. So you can avail the counter file report also. So this is the just what I did is just I clicked F3 new and given the bank detail, number of leaves, starting number, end number will be displayed automatically. Just give it and forward it. That's all. So this is the process of maintaining the checkbooks. So these transactions like RTGS, NEFT, beneficiary master and all is given for our customers, many suppliers or customers, the GF, NEFT and RTGS bank account details like IFSC code and all. So where it will be helpful is when you do the payment, it will prompt automatically and you can issue the advice simply. So this is the narration master. Narration master, you can define your pre-defined narrations. Whenever you make entry, that narrations will be prompted from this. This is the opening balance entry screen. The customers and the supplier balances you can update here. So even your capital investment, whatever the opening balance was available in your accounting, that will be brought here. If you want to do any modifications, then you can do in this screen, master opening balance entry. Just to choose the ledger by pressing F3. By pressing F3, select any ledger and just put the amount in the debit or credit column. Sorry, it will get saved. So just to press enter, it will get saved. So that will be reflected in your ledger report and these things. Even for the opening balances for the customers, it will get the bill-wise breakup. So for the customers, if you want to give the bill-wise breakup for your opening balance, just to put that amount in that column and a separate window will be opened. So here you can maintain the, so what are all the bills? This is bill date. This way you can give the bill breakup. Even for the banking, even for our bank ledger, just I have chosen it by pressing F3. So if you want to maintain book balance, this is our book balance. You assume this 10,000 is our book balance. So actually bank balance will be different than our book balance, as you know. So whenever you want to give the opening balance, it will ask a separate question whether you want to give the opening balance under unreconciled check process. So just to give it as, so here you mention, so how much is the actual bank balance, and give the unreconciled check detail from this window. That's all. So in this accounting, even you can keep the check tracking from the opening transaction itself. So these benefits we have given this. So this is the opening balances, key benefits are there in this. This category master related things used to for the cost center breakup, area master, salesman master. This area salesman master and all, whatever you are entering in this DE account, DE software, whatever was there in your old data, that will be coming. Even if you create any salesman in DE, that will be brought here also. You can get the salesman wise outstanding, salesman wise collection performance, all the details you will get here. So beyond this is given for the cost category, cost center breakup. This is the statutory things that we have given for this TDS section master, what was there in the previous thing. This is for the budget specification. You can specify the budgets, the amount. So whenever the thing goes beyond the budget, so it will give a warning message that it will go to the approval. So all those benefits are there. So just to, maybe if you want to know it very detailed, you just to go to YouTube and you just to type as track. Whatever the videos are there in that, that will be displaying on the right side. Budget things are also there in this. You can just to go through, learn from that. So we have also have this benefit as a payment expense schedule. So you can schedule your payment like so on this supplier means each Friday how to do these expenses, each Wednesday how to give payments to these customers or suppliers. So like this, like those kind of thing you can configure earlier. So in your home page itself, it will display. This is the home page. So in your home page itself, it will display what is your today's schedule, like how much payments you need to do today, what are all the other payables that you need to scheduled for today. So those details will be displaying here. As I was saying, so in this single screen, you can get all details like how much is my cash balance, what is my party overall outstanding, what is my party due date, similarly party receivables. So all those things you can see in this home page itself. So if you want to talk about the main portion, customer collection portion, you need to do in this receipt screen. Just to go in this receipt screen. This is in the double entry method. I will configure it in the single entry interface. So before loading itself, you will be prompted with a window like whether it is a receipt, normal receipt or post-dated check receipt. As you know, normal receipt will get affected immediately in the book, the day book and the party ledger. Post-dated receipt will be there in the back end. So once the check get clear, on the day only it will come to the party ledger and the day book and the cash or bank account, whatever it is. So normal receipt, we just choose a receipt, choose where what is the cash mode or whether it is a bank or you are receiving check in hand. So if you maintain in the check in hand, you can what all the checks are there in your hand, you can put in the deposit through this check deposit screen. So after that only it will come into the bank ledger. So after that, when once you clear, it will get affected in the bank BRS statement also. So now if you are receiving via cash, just to choose the cash in hand, choose the party. So even if you know the amount earlier, you can type the amount here or you just press enter. So that window will get open. You just select the bill by pressing yes and give the amount, how much amount you are receiving for this bill. That's all. Press enter. So this 900 is settled. Whatever the bill are settled there, that will be prompted here. After entering one by one, you can press F6, so that will get saved. Similarly, if you want to do any modification, just press F4 modify. So double click it, it will get open. Even if you want to modify from any report, like if you are seeing ledger report day book, from there also when you press enter, that will get open in this main transaction screen. From there also you can just modify it. So so it is aiming that it is given more user friendly things. Uh, uh, so this even page up page down concept is there. Like if you want to see any transaction, just type the number, press page up, so it will go one by one before transaction. Press page down, it will come one by one. So all those details are given. Just to press page up, it will go to the earlier screen. So maybe you may be familiar with your old function key F11 and F12. So here it is given as page up and the page down. Maybe. So this is the simple process for collecting the receipt. If you want to do banking, check deposit and all, it is given. Those all the screens are available in the banking menu. Expenses, if you want to make, you can do in the payment and double entry or single entry payment interface. So now I just explain you how to make the check deposit. So whatever the checks you have received via check in hand, so and not deposited, those all details will be displaying here. So means these checks are not deposited. Just to click the checks by pressing space bar, you will get a tick mark here. Press F6, choose the bank and the date. So it will generate a document number or 124. On that number it is printed. Even if you want to do a pay-in slip, so it will get a print like print this way. Printout also you will get for the deposits. You can simply attach this with the challan. So BRS is also given in the very simple way. Go to bank reconciliation statement and to choose the bank name, give the date. So whatever the transactions are done, it will be displaying deposit columns, withdrawal columns. So this is the balance as per our book. Whatever the checks are uncleared, that will be displayed in this also. Filterings are available. Balance as per bank will be 9,000 something. If you do, maybe if the check is cleared, just press space bar. So the same date will get appear today date. Maybe if you want to type specific date also, you can type directly by mentioning it. Just type the date and press enter, it will get saved in the background. So now maybe you are seeing in the screen. So this bank balance got increased automatically as per the clearance things. So there is a separate unique screen like track check. So the great benefit of this screen, you can search the any kind of check and you can completely track it and make any operations related to the check. So you just so the screen will be very useful for managing more volume of customers and identifying critical thing. So you can search any kind of thing like, so from this interface, if you press F2, check type. So what are the check types are available? If you give all bouncer checks I want to see, just choose it and press it. So you will get all bouncer check. You can do anything. Even if you know check number, part of check number like 567. So whatever the checks number are available within the range that alone will come. So now I have chosen to display all kind of check. So here it is coming. So you can do many operations from this itself. If you want to see the check history of this, just to press F7, you will get the history, like when this payment is done or when it is cleared, whether it is bounced or what, whether it is represented, what is the current status, so from whom it is received. So all those details you can get simply. Even if you want to print out the check from here itself, you can do. If you want to do any modifications, you can click by pressing F4. Even here also, like just to put the right click from any check, right click from any check, you can do any operations. Like you can search anything from this, you can make sort descending, ascending. From this itself we can do many transactions, like doing if you want to do bounce or unclear or modify. So all those operations are available from this right click operations itself. So the one thing you must be knowing, very advanced thing is, just to go to this banking track check. This benefit, this will give you more benefit for managing the many more number of transaction and identifying specific entries. So this is the bank payment advice that I was talking about. In this bank payment advice, you can issue the payment advices to the bank. More number of, maybe if you want to do the payment for 10 or 15 supplies in a single shot, you can do it. It will give a printout. In a single check, you can just simply map it all this together. So you can take printout and issue to the bank, and even you can generate a file from this payment advice screen. You can upload it. So for supporting the wholesale banking, so it is like auto payment process. So in banking, many operations are there. Other than this, in transaction also, this debit note, credit note with the tax breakup, with the GST breakup, bill-wise receipt, bill-wise payment. So this I was saying, like pre-approval process. You can make the approval process in advance. So memorandum voucher, template voucher, this this approval process, so root node collection, root node specification. So all those things are available in this under this transaction menu. Beyond this, we have also supporting this day end process, this month end process, this regeneration of voucher. You can merge two different ledgers into single. So these benefits are this process also available, these features also available in this. So configurations also user wise you can configure what is the discount limit and all those things. Even in this the benefit of this accounting is like each screen's configuration will be displayed there itself by just pressing shift F2. What are all the configurations available for that screen will be displayed here. So you can enable from here itself instead of searching in the main configuration screen. Just by pressing shift F2 you will get it. Settings in the settings configuration things are there. Voucher rule you can define yourself. You can make your rule and you can apply like blocking the entries going for the approval, or even for any if you want to raise any additional entries for that also you can do. Theme settings you can do. So in this report menu reports are all many reports are available, day wise daily reports like ledger reports, debit note register, sales register, purchase register, many kind of outstanding reports. We have given more than 15 outstanding reports from the different aspects like manufacturer wise outstanding, age wise outstanding, like bill wise summarized. So even due date alone, letter printed letter formation. So in this kind of many outstanding kind of reports are available. Sales register, purchase register with tax breakup. So others those reports are also available. Checking also, in banking also we have given many reports. So accounting concept. So financial accounting report like profit and loss, bank cash flow, funds flow, all those reports are available in the reports menus. So in summary, maybe so it is not that much tedious to use this software. Like you can use by using just going through your menu one by one and putting some effort to learn the operations. So maybe you will be getting some small doubts whenever you are doing the transaction at the detail level. So you just send mail or come to chat. We will be clarifying you. There are few questions from Mr. Krishna, like how to see the expenses entry that we have made. So you can see from this ledger report. So after choosing this ledger report, you choose the ledger. So the details will be displayed month-wise. Then press enter. It will give the breakup, the day-wise breakup. And even we have given reports like expenses report, expenses with the report with the GST breakup. So here you will get the complete details of expenses, whatever you have done. If any GST components are involved in that expenses, that also will get displayed here. So it will be helpful to your GST input, to avail your GST input credit and to verify with your GST or 2A and this expenses. So in summary, you can see the expenses from any kind of way. You can get it from the report, ledger report, and there are reports like miscellaneous report. Under miscellaneous menu, there are reports like expenses report, breakup. So all those things. So you can avail from there. So there is one question whether we need to create new ledger in accounting. So as I was saying earlier, whatever the ledger you have created in your old accounting, those will be migrated here simply. You don't want to create any new ledgers. If you are doing any, if you want to add any new ledger like deposits or expenses or whatever it is, so that alone you need to add here. Other than that, whatever you kept earlier, that will be migrated. Under the customers and the suppliers or salesmen, so those heads will be migrated automatically in this track accounting. So you don't want to create new anything. So there are few questions like whether the salesman is different than the salesman who build it. So we have a collection process, salesman wise collection. If you want, you can enable it. So as I was saying earlier, in transaction screen, in all the screens, whatever the configurations are related there itself the configurations are available. You can enable it if you want to maintain the salesman wise collection. Here you will get an option salesman wise voucher entry. Just enable it, save it. So once you, after that, if you want to make the receipt, you will be prompting a salesman before that. So here you will, on the top of that, you will get a salesman parameter. So just to select that salesman, and then it is a normal process. So the ultimate thing is, so who has billed, which salesman is billed this party, that also you can get, which salesman has collected this bill, that also you can track it. So salesman wise collection is available. You need to enable the option of the salesman wise voucher entry. If you enable that option, it is like a transaction wise salesman will be maintained. Otherwise, it will go normally into the master mapped salesman itself. Yes, sir, so we are getting many repeated questions from anyone like what to do for the closing stock of the 36. As I was even in our initial webinar itself, we were mentioning there is a process called DST Tran 3 and Tran 3A. So those you may need to file it. So this report we will give you. Even in this week release, we are providing you a report, which is the breakup of manufacturer wise, supplier wise, closing stock and the value batch wise. From that report, you will get what all the stocks are there in hand, from whom it is bought, who is the supplier. So accordingly, you can get the CTD, credit transfer document. You can get it from your supplier. When you file it, you can file it. So in the first initial stages, we are giving the GSTR1, GSTR2 normal filing process. So for the closing stock thing, they have given 180 days of time. So in the second phase or third phase of this filing application, so we will be doing that this GST Tran 3 also. So maybe if you have more doubts, you send mail. Maybe we will be explaining you in the more detail what we are going to do on that. So, so few questions are there like why purchase entries, getting the HSN code and all. So that is done. That is addressed in 2 weeks release, 2 weeks back itself. So what I would suggest you is always be updated with the latest version and read the release notes clearly. So on the release notes itself, we are mentioning, so what are the features we have done, what is asked from one user to put the extension code in the purchase. It is already done. It is available. Even we have done 2 weeks back itself. If we apply it, you will get it. Hope this meeting was helpful to you. You can send feedback to us. So maybe I have given just an overview. We have a lot of questions. Whoever has typed here. As I was saying you earlier, we will be collecting all those questions and sending all to you. So everyone will get aware about the features asked by how to use the feature and how to overcome that problem you are facing. So get it migrated to Trac earlier. So the filing will be started from August first week itself. So before that you have migrated, we have sent you a mail just to follow those steps. If you have any doubts, you send the mail immediately. We will be addressing your queries immediately. So thanking you all. So thanks for all questions, people who have raised the question. We will send you the answer, whoever has sent, and to all. Thank you.